Hey, it's another episode of Mom Blab. Thanks for celebrating with us. We're Kristen and Laura from momangeles.com, and it is a big week in Hollywood here.
Yes, it is. They're on Mom Blad. We are talking about the star-studded gala tomorrow evening in Beverly Hills. Kristen and I will be live streaming from the red carpet of the Gracie Awards.
Yeah.
We'll be behind the scenes too. But first, we're going to blab about who's coming and what we're wearing and what am I going to wear? Because, that's really important to talk about for the big night. Plus, we have a special guest here, don't we, Kristen?
That's right. It's comedian and talk show host Maureen Langan on the Blab with us today.
Let's give her You're not very tech savvy when it comes to Twitter.
You are now. You've jumped in. We've jumped you into our gang.
Yeah, yep. I feel like I could work for NASA now.
I know we're going to break a bottle of champagne over your head. You've been christened.
Hey, I'm not kidding you. I'm not usually one who gets all like girly with what you wear. I like to look nice, but seriously, what are you guys wearing to the Gracies?
Seriously, I'm freaking out about it. I have a dress that's like a cocktail sort of situation that's green. I don't want to overdress, but I don't want to underdress. And I don't have a lot of like star-studded spangly outfits to wear in general.
Who does? Are people wearing spangly outfits?
Hopefully not, I'm thinking. Well, with the baton, like star-studded spangly, I thought about you doing a routine. I really did.
Pull out a bedazzler.
Yeah. Can I wear like just a simple black dress with some funky shoes?
That sounds gorgeous.
To the knee, that's what I'm doing.
Well, you're performing. You're going to be like the big celebrity of the night. Tell us a little bit about what you've got planned.
So let me ask you this, because you both have been there before, right?
Mm-hmm. I've been to the Genies. I have not been to the Gracies.
Yeah,
not the Genies. Those are for the the Southern California. Is that what that is?
Right, it's the local chapter, and we just had them like 2 weeks ago.
Right. All right. So here's the deal. There's going to be how many people do you think are going to be at the Gracies? Like hundreds.
Gosh,
right?
so many.
A lot.
Huge.
Yeah.
Right.
Huge. Don't be nervous.
I'm not nervous.
Tears.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm nervous about. I'm nervous about how far balls to the wall I can go. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do. Well, I mean, shoot. I don't know. Obama's doing mic drops. I think you can go anywhere with what you're doing.
The thing is, I'm not really vulgar, but you want to have like a real girl talk, you want to be able to go, come on.
I think so.
Talk the talk.
Well, you're going to have all sorts of personalities and people there that are women that are going to appreciate that. So I think you can probably go relatively far. And if you go too far and people don't like it, just tell them that I told you to, and they can kick you out and keep you. I'll take the heat.
I'm actually really excited because I think that it's going to go over well. But the thing is, as a comedian, when you have to go out cold as the first person before you have any reading of the audience, before you've seen anything go on before you that you can reference, it's just the voice of God going, here's Maureen.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You people don't know.
Okay.
Are you nervous?
No, after 20 years of doing it, it's just, I want to really connect and have a good time with them. And I want them not to be eating, clinking glasses. I want them seated because all that if they're a captive audience, it makes for a better audience.
Well, I think, in the industry we know, and coming from the music industry, we would go to shows in LA and fans would say they hate playing LA. LA is the worst place to play because people are too cool for school. They're just standing there like hands in their pockets, nodding their heads like, yeah, that's all right. They're afraid to be like, fandom and cheer and get crazy.
You're not helping me at all.
I know, and here I can make it worse. So you guys, if you don't, I'll just layer it for you. If you guys don't know about the Gracies, it's a really amazing event. So we're talking about people like Tina Fey, Jada Pinkett Smith, Angela Bassett, Cynthia Nixon, Kathy Lee Gifford, just among a few. Hoda's going to be there. Amazing women who are receiving awards for outstanding work in entertainment and off the stage.
Are they all going to be there?
Some are going to be in New York because New York is having a luncheon on the same day at Cipriani's. And then some of them are going to be here in Los Angeles it's the Beverly Hilton, I believe. Mm-hmm. And we're going to have Linda Carter, who...
Four Seasons.
Beverly Hills Four Seasons.
Oh, I'm sorry. Beverly Hills Four Seasons. I'm glad we had this chat because I probably would have gone to the wrong place.
Me too.
I would have been driving around like, well, I'm all dressed up.
Their spangled gowns.
I'm bedazzled and I've got nowhere to go.
You would have been arrested.
I'm going to have a good time with them. I was a broadcast journalist in New York for many years. I've been a stand-up for a lot of years. Now I have the radio show. And it's going to be exciting to see that there are other women in radio that aren't screaming middle-aged Republican white men. That'll be exciting.
There's like 2 or 3, I think, out there somewhere.
Somewhere. You
There
know,
should be.
I equate it to like the $10 bill on the Hamilton bill. They put Hamilton on the front and they're putting 5 women, the suffragists, on the back. Because that's what it is. You have the male talk show host and then you have the 5 women supporting him.
Amen.
Of course.
Amen.
Yes. Like cheerleaders.
Where's the hands there? Hello. Yes.
There it is.
Some props right there. There should be 2 shows. We should have like the Gracies, and then we should have Gracies After Dark, where we just get to sit around, like get drunk at the Four Seasons bar and talk the real shit.
Oh, I agree with you. Are you not allowed to curse on this?
Well, too late now.
What are you not arguing?
I'm not even drinking.
No, not yet. It's like almost 11 though.
I thought the freedom of podcast was that you can,
Yes, well, that's true. This is for, it's definitely for moms, dads, and parents and grown-ups, so we can have some grown-up chat. I mean, seriously, we get enough Dora the Explorer all day long. Like, we're ready for this kind of talk.
To say.
So, Maureen, you are going to probably meet Linda Carter. Is that true?
Am I going? Yes. Tell you something. Part of me doesn't know who I'm going to meet because then I'll get like in my head. You know what I mean?
Right.
I shouldn't have mentioned it. However, she is going to be on there, and I'm going to be wearing my Wonder Woman costume under my bedazzled dress. Apparently. I'm just going to turn and rip it off.
How can you not love her, though? I mean, God. I'm just excited that there's so many smart, talented women there, and we all have to help each other. We have to give a hand out instead of a foot to trip. That's what we have to do to each other, and it's going to be cool. There's going to be dudes there. I dig the dudes. I just like seeing. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to say, when I got into journalism, it's because I had questions. Now all you need is cleavage. I mean, things have changed.
Yeah.
I'll talk about it. And I'm going to rip with them. They're going to have a good time.
Oh, I'm thinking you're going to be such a blast. Is there any like particular joke or person like Donald Trump that you might skewer that we should get ready for?
I'm going to really talk about the double standard, which is, about how it doesn't matter how old or ugly a guy is, as long as he's wealthy or famous, he'll get laid to the day he dies, and women have life. And I'm going to talk to them about that. And I'm going to talk about, just like, I'll give, about how my agent and age and the ageism in the business, but it's going to be funny. And it's going to talk about, how do you tell girls to get an education when, Dancing with Poles in a sex tape is really what leads to success. That's going to be the underlying, the Kardashian culture.
Yeah.
On her a bit because she deserves it.
Yeah. Well, I think that, as long as we're talking about her, she'll be happy. So it doesn't matter what exactly you say. But this is the great thing about comedy that I think is so wonderful is it's you can use it for good or evil. You can use it as this medium, though, to bring up subjects that are totally real, that need to be talked about. But because you can deliver them in kind of a funny way, we're all laughing about it, but we're really getting the conversation started. We're getting the message.
Well, that's the whole thing. Like my stuff isn't like here's a joke. It's very funny, but it's really a rant on the injustice about, you're raised to work hard. My mother's an Irish immigrant. My father's a retired New York City sanitation worker. And our generation, you're told, get your education, work hard, and life's going to reward you. And you're like, well, that's a load of crap because it's Kardashians. Like, I should have made a sex tape while I still had the body to do so. I mean, this is what I want my message. I'm really more of a motivational speaker. I want to get the young ones.
Yeah. I think the selfie stick can totally change sex tapes. I'm just saying, because you can film from above and it's much better that way.
Yeah, it's a good angle.
Yeah. Gives us more years. Yeah. Gives us more years.
Yeah, definitely. You don't want to you don't want to tape from below because that's not a good angle.
No. Okay. So I know we all tilt the computer. What? Stretch the neck. Ladies, it's a real deal.
So, all right. So you guys, Kristen, have you been to one or you just been on the red carpet? Not just.
Yeah, thanks. I have not been actually let into the building to sit down and have a civilized like meal or drink or whatever they do in there. They don't let me in. So I've never been in there. Is it nice?
I haven't been in either. It's the first time I'm going to.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah, that's why I'm curious to see what goes down.
We should meet ahead of time in the bar at the Four Seasons before you.
I'm gonna go on drunk. No, I'll meet you gals if you're there. What time are you getting over there?
Yes, I don't know. We have to get our hair and makeup done at some fabulous place with the beauty collection.
Beauty collection's doing us.
In West Hollywood. So we're gonna get off.
Me, man.
We're gonna get off.
Are you spending the night? Did they give you a hotel room?
They did.
Nice.
I hope it wasn't reluctantly. Because I'm like, where am I getting changed? At the McDonald's down the street?
Yeah, in the bathroom. downstairs.
Starbucks has a nicer bathroom. The Starbucks, I recommend.
Yeah.
Their bathrooms are good.
Picky. No, they are. I'm just curious to see who's going to be there. Like, I like Kathy.
I love her.
I believe Kathy is coming.
She's class. I mean, she went through a lot of stuff, man. She's got a lot of dignity. I really dig her.
Did you by any chance? Okay, before shows, we a lot of times when you do show, and Maureen, we know this, but maybe you don't. Is that they send us questions of what the interviewers are going to ask, which we did none of with Maureen. So she's flying by the seat of her pants.
It's going great.
So it's going great. So there's this thing. Is I was just curious. We were talking about live with
Kelly.
Kelly only now, I guess, right?
Yeah.
And that she came out in People magazine and talked about, how everybody should be treated nicely and everybody should be treated equally. And what happened to her wasn't okay. Did you weigh in on that at all?
Well, no, I mean, I think what's happening is that the powers that be make decisions and they don't realize the impact that it has or the lack of respect it has for the people who are in front of the camera and working hard to get you your ratings and to be respectful of their job. So I think it is weird to do that to someone. It is all the time. I mean, it happens all the time. It doesn't surprise me at all. It would have surprised me if they did go to her, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Did it, do you think that it comes into play though, that it's a male-female thing?
Look, people hate when you play the chick card, but there's a lot of that going on. I mean, there is a lot, and I don't know, because she's really been holding down the fort and the ratings get her for a long time. I like Michael Strahan. I had the opportunity to interview him years ago. I think he's a really cool guy.
Really?
I don't know if it's a gal or guy thing. I just think the business does its thing behind the wall. I don't think they care if you're a guy or a gal. No,
yeah.
They'll give the guy more money. That's the whole thing I have a problem with in radio. They keep saying they need different voices. And I said, like the stations, it's all men morning to night. I like guys. And then we're told, well, we're targeting a 40-year-old woman in our demo. And I'm like, well, then how come you don't have any 40-year-old women or women who've been 40 or around 40 dispensing that content? Well, women like to get that content from men. I go, well, maybe if they got it from more women. See, what happens is when you keep getting the same standard, it's always a guy, then you think they're authoritative. It's like how there used to be doctors, and then you see women doctor. The more female doctors there are, the more it breaks through that.
Absolutely.
Like the more black CEOs there are, the more you start to get used to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we set the standard in media. We set the picture of what is seen and digested 9 to 12 hours a day by every single human out there. If we're showing them the picture of what we think is acceptable, that's what they're going to accept as acceptable. If they see women giving the news and giving interesting information and being reliable, that's what they're going to accept as being totally normal. The problem is they just don't see that because they're not given the opportunity.
Right, and when I'm told it doesn't matter if men deliver it because it's the content that women want, I'm thinking, how do you know that? You haven't put women on the air.
Or asked any women either, probably.
Yeah. We just honored Pat Prescott actually last week at the Genie Awards, who's been on the air for how long, Laura?
20 she's
been on the way forever,
absolutely
forever, and it's been wonderful. And she's had a morning slot, which is unheard of for women. And at the station that I held down my morning with Mark and Kristen for 6 years at Coast, I was only the second woman to ever sit in that morning show chair, and they've been broadcasting for 35 years. So and currently I can't think of a show with a woman's name on it in radio in LA in the morning. I can't think of one.
Well, what happens is they're either the
Ellen, thank goodness. Ellen, yes.
Ellen K, yeah. But you know what, and then on the weekends you have Lisa Ann Walter, but that's, I do the weekends too, and I like that because I get to travel and do my other stuff instead of putting all my eggs in.
Sure, that'd be nice.
But sometimes you get more progressive guys making the decisions, but as women, we have to support each other. I don't say women just for the sake of women should get on the air, but when you work hard and you have stops, but I've been told a million times, well, you have women producers and women news people and women climbing in with traffic, and I go, yeah. That's like I told you, the Hamilton $10 bill. He's on the front, 5 suffragists behind.
Yeah.
Those women aren't getting the same kind of pay as the guy. So it's BS.
No. Well, and they're bringing on the women to laugh really loudly at his jokes.
I did a giggle check once for 3 months. I said, get me out of here. I'm not doing it. And then they want you to reprimand the guys when they go too far. Oh, stop it. Billy, you don't mean that.
You are so outrageous and funny and smart and sexy.
It's like, come on, balls to the walls, chicks. We can do it too. And it's not like we can't be irreverent. We can't be funny. We can't be wise asses. Yeah. And women have the biggest buying powers in their family. They're the ones who, for the large part, the big expensive decisions. The house, the cars, the whatever's going on, the furniture, the appliances. So anyway, I'm off my soapbox now.
No, I love your soapbox.
Awesome.
It's my favorite soapbox.
Yes.
Look, I have 3 brothers, and I think maybe that's precisely why I don't get this crap, because I grew up in a big Irish Catholic family, 3 girls, 3 boys, and were the boys treated better, so we were all treated like equal piece of crap, equal
crap for equal pay.
Yeah. So I think that when you grow up like that, where I'm the oldest girl, you never think the guys are more powerful. You're always holding your own with each other.
Yeah.
And then like when you use guys as the standard, like she's cool, she can hang with the guys. You've just put the guys as the higher standard.
Right.
Totally.
And when other women say, "Oh God, she's such a chick," or "God," like you're putting your own gender down.
It's almost like the old theater adage where they say, how do you make someone act like a king on stage? You get everyone else to bow and kneel to him. That's how it is. If all the women are being played as the suffragettes on the back of the $10 bill and cheerleading the men on, then we're going to believe that the men have the power. We have to cheerlead each other. That's the point.
Right. That's why I never was a cheerleader in high school. I could never, I'm not even kidding you. Plus I can't do backbends and flips, but I could never understand this concept of the guys going out. They're the center, and we're going, "Hey, team, go, team!" I'd be like, "We're not sports."
Yeah.
I didn't want to do sports. I wanted to smoke in the bathroom. But you understand my point.
Ironically, the reason I got kicked out of being a cheerleader was because I was busted smoking in uniform. I just want to point that out. So.
Oh, bad girl. Bad moms. Okay, we're Mom Blab, and so it's all about. Hey, this is so great because we're just blabbing with girlfriends, and we're talking about moms and women in this industry, which is what the Gracies are all about. So that's going to happen this week. The Alliance for Women in Media Foundation. It's a really cool thing. I mean, we've been on the air just for a few minutes. We don't know each other as girlfriends, but when we have this commonality of all being women and all working in this business in one way or another, we come together like we've been old friends.
Yeah. And remember Gracie, it's named for Gracie Allen. She was a funny woman, and that's what's going to be exciting. Look, we're getting serious, which is cool. We have to have the backstory about what goes on.
Yes.
But I'm really honored. I'm going to get up there. I'm going to slam it with the stand-up. They're going to come on board, and we're going to have a great time.
Well, and we'll be in the audience cheering you on and kneeling to you as our queen.
I can't wait to meet the children.
We'll come out. We'll do some live streaming when we get there. We'll meet for a cocktail.
Yes, I'm all over it.
All right.
Okay.
Have fun. Knock them dead.
All right. Woohoo!
Bye. Woo.
Bye.
I'm gonna get off this thing.
We'll kick you off. No worries.
Bye.
My
mouse just died. Bye,
right,
Maureen Langan. And you go, thank you to MaureenLangan.com. And also follow her on Twitter. She's really, really funny. Okay, we want to get to, I know, I love her.
I love her too.
We want to get to the top 5 real quick before we have to jump, because we need to give you what's happening in Los Angeles. So here we are. Every week we like to do this. It's Kristen and Laura's top 5 in under 5.
Yep. You want to revisit the small town festival days of yours? I don't know what my deal is. We got to do that again.
Yeah, let's do that again.
I don't know what my deal is. Every once in a while, I take my tongue and I stick it around my head and wrap it around my neck.
Oh, it's okay. It's like tongue yoga.
It's like tongue yoga. So we're going to do it. It's
going to be the next new thing.
Lord, I'm so fired. Okay. So Kristen, take us in.
Okay. It's time for Kristen and Laura's top 5 in under 5.
Want to revisit the small town festival days of your Topanga days in Topanga Canyon? We'll put the family party vibe back into your Memorial Day weekend.
Attention gamers, Game X gets your whole family in on the gaming. Old school style, actually. That means board games. Remember those?
Fiesta Hermosa, May 28th through the 30th from 10 to 6. You can kick off summer beachfront with funnel cake, lemonade, carnival rides, and my favorite, a petting zoo. For info and details, go to Hermosa Beach Chamber. You can just give them a call at 310-376-0951.
They'll answer. They're very helpful. That's in Laura's neck of the woods. We should ask her how it is, because she's definitely going to be there. I betcha. Military families can honor fallen soldiers at Forest Lawn, Hollywood Hills. That's Monday, Memorial Day. That's 10 to 11. There'll be a presidential proclamation, rifle salute, a pledge of allegiance, invocation, color guard, free souvenirs, and refreshments. It's recommended for 7 and up, but I think, when your kids get to that grade, they start, learning about government and history. It's a really good thing to do with them.
Absolutely. Hey, start that Memorial Day celebrating early if you're in Santa Clarita, because you can have a flyover by the Condor Squadron, a parade in Friendly Valley with school marching band and local Boys and Girl Scout groups placing 5,000 American flags on the graves of veterans. Eat lunch with the American Legion Post 507, hosting barbecue with free music, and eats from noon to 4 p.m.
How cool is that? There's something for everybody to do in LA. You just need to know about it. And that's why we are here. It's Kristen and Laura, top 5 and under 5, powered by momangelus.com.
Hey, thank you so much, first of all, for hanging with us and blabbing with us this morning, even though my tongue, I left it somewhere outside today. And you know what it is, actually?
You left it at the beach.
No, you know what it is?
At your beach.
I have to come to a realization about myself why I can't seem to get through anything lately. It's because I need glasses.
We were just talking about that yesterday, and you swore you didn't need glasses. Lisa Loeb, we were hanging out with Lisa Loeb.
I need some Lisa Loeb glasses. I do.
Yeah,
because I look at things, and I'm usually really a good reader, and then lately everything looks kind of muddled to me, and I'm thinking, oh, that's not good. Man.
Okay. Just do it. You're going to look really cute in glasses.
But I'm not wearing them at the Gracies tomorrow. We are so excited to attend. Both Kristen and I were judges this year, so we're really honored to be a part of the Alliance for Women in Media. And we also love that we're a member of momangelus.com because they have the coolest Perks Partner Program you've ever heard of. You can buy a Perks card and get all sorts of discounts and services at local businesses made specifically for moms in LA. So go to momangelus.com, sign up, use code word MOMBLAB to get, a giant discount, if not even your first year free.
Yeah, I think we're giving out free cards if you're one of our listeners. So that's a major perk right there to the Perks card. You should tell your girlfriends about that. And then we are back here again this afternoon because it's a big week. I don't even think we're going to be on the air next Monday. I would say no. It's Memorial Day.
We're doubling up.
So we're doubling up today to make up for that. And we are talking to Maria Cuban. You know her from Fox News. She's the best weather mommy ever. She kicks booty every morning. That's why she can't be on with us right now because she's on TV with a real job. But she will go home and get on with us and put on her other hat, which usually it's Maria on Fox News. But then she goes home and puts on her hat, Mommy Loves Tech. That's her other company. And that's why we're having her join us at 4:00 so that we can talk about parent and child safety on the internet.
Such an important topic, and she is the best person to talk about it because she knows. So get your real advice right here, 4 p.m. on Mom Blab. Hey, follow me on Twitter if you can at Knickerberger, or Instagram or Facebook, or whatever. I'm Laura Nickerson.
Just follow her around. That might creep her out.
Follow me around, whatever.
That's weird. I'm at Kristen Cruz everywhere, and we are Mom Blab. Hashtag Mom Blab to find out what we're up to. Remember, it's because they talk, so we blab. See you at 4:00.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Yay.